Hello, welcome back. Last time I got the 6th crystal in the swamp that replaced the desert in the Dark World. And also got a sword upgrade in here in this secret place. And we are pretty firmly endgame at this point. Final dungeon up on Death Mountain. Sorry, that's not final dungeon. 7th crystal dungeon up on Death Mountain. Right, I have this bow with these silver arrows that I failed to actually try out last time. They look pretty much like normal arrows with sparkly. They do a lot of damage. I don't know how many wooden arrows it took to take down a Hinox before, but it was almost certainly more than one. I want to do one thing with this. So silver arrows travel a little bit faster, I seem to recall, than regular ones. And that throws off the timing on the shooting gallery over here. So just for, like, completeness, I want to see what the experience is like going to the shooting gallery with silver arrows in hand. What's my bottle status? Red, green, fairy, B. Okay. So I'm going to play the shooting gallery real quick, just because, and I want to talk to a fortune teller again because I feel like I've resolved all the clues that I was given from there, and I want to see what he says now. So, shooting gallery. Will I notice anything different? I have a memory of this, but that doesn't mean I'll notice now, because, like, I barely shoot the bow now, and I don't really have a reason to play this game. Right, so it's 5 arrows. Okay, so I was acting as though I was assuming those arrows traveled a lot faster than they do. So maybe the difference is smaller than I thought? Okay. Well, apparently I can't hit either way, but I don't need the rupees, so whatever. Alright, so not really much that I could show there, just because I barely engaged at that game. I need rupees, all you get there is rupees, and that's kind of pointless. I think there's a fortune teller up here. If I want to go to Turtle Rock, that starts in the light world, so you know what, why don't I just go to the light world right now? Might as well. So Teller of Fortune will restore my health. What was in this tree? Nothing. So you, what do you have to say? Will it be endgame stuff? Will it be about Turtle Rock? It'll probably be about Turtle Rock. You will need silver arrows to give Ganon his last moment. Okay, so that's where that clue is. So I could totally imagine... I was just thinking when I got the silver arrows last time, like, where is that clue? Once you get them, the fairy says, you need these to kill Ganon. You might know it from Zelda 1 that silver arrow is required. But here in this game... I guess you would know by fortune-telling or, like, trying to do a fight with him and not being able to deal the finishing blow, and then being very sad about things. Well, it's a little bit of a walk to get here, isn't it? That's fine. That's right. I have memories of, like, returning to this spot, going through this cave again. I think the wizard connected to the two worlds. And seeing, like, the difference of going through here with the fancy sword of gold and everything. Yeah, okay, I need to hear it without the sword beam going off, but that's totally a different sound than the previous sword. Alright, bat, touch me. Thanks. Touch me again. That wasn't enough touch. Again? Again? Okay, you do. Yeah, that's different. It's a little less fiery and a little more just, I don't know, something else. Okay, so, up here. I'll need to mirror again. No way to go up this ladder faster as far as I know. I can charge and it's the same speed. Yeah, so it is kind of fun that you go right back through the first place you ever went to the Dark World to go to the end game here. You get out of... What an obnoxious creature. So hammer, needed for things. And right, I've already shown the way to... I have already stepped into Turtle Rock, that's right. Obnoxious creature! Go away! Just the worst thing. And they're all over the screen over here, too. And here. So how in my way will you get during this process? Not terribly. Okay. So the portal's still there. I don't have to redo this, but I think I can if I want. It doesn't make the noises anymore, so no. Okay. Alright, so turtle. Last time I was here, Sahasrahla told me to have the Medicine of Magic. I do have that. I probably won't need it, but I do have it, just in case. Big magic refill, and so... You gotta somehow guess to use the Cane of Samaria there to do something completely new. I guess there's just like... Something's shooting at me over there. Wow. Okay, something over there is shooting. Anyway, yeah. So, I can imagine that being a big stumbling block, because like, you're never shown the cane can do this. You just have to guess to use an item, and that's the one you use. Alright, so over here, a little magic refill, arrow refill. Oh, that sits on the nothing. Alright, this room's fun. So that door's closed. There's some lamps to light. I can go two different ways. Let's try south. And yeah, here in this room I'll just see the lamps to light. I can choose which way to go, like if I had pressed nothing I would have gone around that loop. So predict when is going to be the time to light the lamps, because they will only stay lit for a certain amount of time. This is another reason you need the Medicine of Magic, because Samaria uses some, that uses some, this weird rolling pin here. Best way to deal with this, that was not it. I'll do it on the way back, maybe. Map! Magic, thank you. And key! Yes, the best way I know to deal with this thing... Oh, well you could just walk off to the side and wait for it to go by. So there's an alternative. Just do that to go through it. A little quicker than hiding to the side, I think. It depends. It might not be. Anyway, right, let's look at that map. 4 floors. That's what that looks like. Then this, then a small B3. Alright, there's something else rude later in this dungeon. It won't be a problem for me, but I could see it being a problem for someone. I'll talk about it when I get there. It's much later. What's with you? Floor tiles? Okay. I do not remember this room existing, but apparently it does. What does the map say is up here? One single room. I feel like this is the way forward, and I should visit those other 2 rooms first. I hope I don't have to redo the floor tiles, if that's a true memory. Because this takes a while. It's kind of fun, but it goes on for longer than it feels like it needs to. With no way to speed it up. No, this isn't a way forward. This is a fairy and a magic refill. Okay. Well, thanks. And I'm assuming none of these statues' tongues pull. Neither that I can reach. I like how that door has to reclose and then reopen itself. Alright, let's go down this way. Because I feel like it. So that's where I came from first. Here's a way. Ah! Not what I wanted. Well, I got my heart back. So, Skullhead... Skullhead, yes. Skeleton head. Skull just kind of floating toward me there. What the... Right, there's a weird door here. It shoots a laser at me, but if I look away it opens. Okay, so you just gotta not look at it. A strange mechanic, but understandable if you understand what's going on. Magic refill? Boy, yeah, sure, I sure do need the medicine of magic. Dungeon provides so many magic refills on its own, so I'm not like super wasting it. Here's a weird enemy, it's like a pokey. And also chain chomps, yes, this is the Mario dungeon, by the way. Right, and this room is so weird, so there's no way to deal with these. They're completely invincible as far as I'm aware. I'll try things. Why am I trying things? As far as I'm aware, they're invincible. So let's just assume that's true. So somehow you gotta figure out a lot of things, but just like, how are you gonna figure this out? That block pushes. I mean, I guess because there's nothing else you can do, but how would you know the key's in this room? Just feels like it'd be more likely to look for it elsewhere and just never find it. Yeah, this dungeon would be terrible for a first-timer. I never got that experience. But at least I got to see somebody else do it once, which was real interesting. And if it's your first time playing this game, you probably also don't know how to deal with these, because that's just a random thing you have to discover somehow. I don't remember how I learned of that. Did I do it myself, or did I see somebody else do it? I don't know. That one might have been one I figured out on my own, but definitely not on my first or second play of this game. Alright, so pipes. I didn't have any control over that, I just went where it took me. Lava's here. Don't think I can interact with the lava. It's just there as a backdrop. So I had a choice. I made one. I flipped a switch. And I'm gonna be a bunny now. That's fine. I'll just take a hit to stop being a bunny. I'm okay with that. There's like huge amounts of health refills in this room. Another laser door. Pokey's not dead yet. It's not a pokey. I don't see any thorns. It's just a bouncy. Alright, you. Shoo. Oh! Oh, interesting! Fairies created from powdering a bubble do not, they don't despawn like ones that just drop from enemies. Alright, got myself a chest with a big key! Cool. So locked door down there with the type of key I don't currently have. This is a return trip? This appears to be a return trip, yes. Better have the medicine of magic. Alright, let's take the other pipe. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. I can't look at the map while I'm doing this. So right, got all of 1F. B1 has 4 to the north, 5 to the south that I haven't visited yet. To the north. Right, I think I know how I get there. I'm on the route right now, it's fine. Ouch. Alright, you, that doesn't get rid of you. Well, I got rid of you by touching you. So if I went over here, what would I see? Big chest and wall, and I think I can't go... Yeah, so this is a pretty cool bit of this dungeon. If I went this way, what would I see? Closed door. And big key locked door, but I want that chest. That door there would take me forward. And I don't want to go forward yet. Alright, many eyeballs. The open ones will just shoot whenever, I guess. But the closed ones only when I'm facing away. Yeah, so lots of lasers come in my way. Not, like, all that much I could do to dodge them. Oh, look at that thing down there. What's up with that? Have I been there? Probably. Okay, so here's a deviously hidden secret. Guess you just gotta either remember this is here and realize where you are, or realize that it's real interesting that I'm in the overworld for a moment. Maybe I want to see what's in the light world. Oh right, so this is a little shooting gallery of sorts. With these enemies we haven't seen since the Palace of Darkness, maybe? That's probably not true. Final piece of heart. Final piece of heart. There we go. Okay. Why is this block here? Just to be? I guess it's probably like a mimic repositioning device, if I had trouble with those two that were in with me. Okay, back to dungeon. Cane here for treasure. And it's a new shield, a mirror shield. You can now reflect beams that your old shield couldn't block. Yeah, so there wasn't a room for another usable item, so this had to be an upgrade to one that I already had, and it was the shield. So 3 shields, 4 swords. Is there a third tunic? I think there might be somewhere in here. And Link just, like, can't see past this shield. I can see, like, half of one of his eyes, but yeah. His vision is now blocked. But fortunately, he looks through my eyes instead of his own, as we know. So, right, I guess I should demonstrate at some point. Laser beams can be blocked now. And there was another thing. I wanted to try Lionel Fire. Presumably that would be blockable. Those were not, but that's not the kind of thing a shield can deal with. Let's see, the way those are, I think I can charge into them. Yeah, weird little skittering creatures there. Map says that, so this is dead end. No, it's not. Right, so that's a stairway. Right, the map knows. Over here, then, is what? That doesn't push. How does this work? Hang on, what kind of trickery is in this room? Do I, like... Hold on. So neither of these push. Oh! Oh! So this is a... Oh, I was also wrong about this statue tongue thing. It does show up again. So... in that room only, I had to kill the enemies before pushing blocks. Wow! This dungeon, like, now that I'm looking at it with a more critical eye, I guess, it's kind of rude. And also, this is just for rupees. But, like, I couldn't have known that without coming here. Man. I don't know, I guess it's not too bad to figure that out from nothing. Because, like, you kill all the slimes, you'll spend enough time in the room looking for something to do in order for that to naturally happen. And then... you hear a noise, but nothing happens. Maybe you'll try the block again? I guess it's not that bad. And the statue tongue pull is pretty memorable, so that's a likely thing to try there. I guess that's not so bad. So dark room, with a big maze of these things on it. So if I touch nothing, where do I just naturally go? Through that fire, over here, on quite a ride. And now I'm looping forever. Okay, so I have to touch something. Let's go this way. I missed my exit, but my exit wasn't available at that time. Yeah, so these paths cross over each other, and I can't see very far in front of me. Alright, so closed door. Gotta find an opening mechanism. Maybe it's there. Or maybe it's there. Or maybe it's here. It's not here. I guess I could pull out the magic cape or the cane of Samaria for defense against the fire bars, but I'm choosing to just take the damage. Here's a place I'd like to go. How will I get there? Like this? Sure. It has 5 rupee. Great. So what about that central one? This isn't taking me there. Yeah, I knew the route through this once. It is no longer once. Okay, so I'm keeping my eye on a rail that I want to be on. I am now on that rail. Where do I turn? Here? Probably. Maybe not. Here and then... no. Yes, okay. There's a button. Can I... I can? So I can have both of those at the same time. Alright, but that doesn't need to be held. I'm gonna do it anyway. For no reason. Alright, so then to get to that, I see the rail I want to be on, and it connects here. Okay. Alright, and I could deal with things here, by the way. Shield blocks laser. But I can also just charge and mostly ignore them. There was a Helmosaur there. Alright, so here's a reward for the shield, 1 rupee. Exciting. Oops. 5 rupees. Is this gonna be a... oops, 20. Let's see, can I... if my shield's like this... yeah, that blocks it. That's the actual way to do this. Gotta mind my angle there. Okay, so there we go. Shield block. Shield block. Got my key, by the way. Isn't there another way to exit the dungeon here? Ah, that's what that other mountain exit that I saw was, isn't it? This one, however, doesn't have a reason to magic mirror, I think. Oh, it does take me somewhere. Where is this? Well, it's just part of the big cave complex in Death Mountain. I don't want to be here. But I can be. There's a shop somewhere in here. So theoretically I could go, like, shop and, like, return to the middle of the dungeon. Which is kind of neat, but I don't need to. So exiting the dungeon respawns the enemies, of course. Everybody's back. I think the gold sword can just go through the Helmosaur's helmet. You are facing to the side, so inconclusive. But I think it can. Let's try with you. No, I'm mistaken. But yeah, you have a turning radius, so I can make you face a certain way for a while and then get to your side somehow. It's not really happening here, though. Oops. I don't know why I'm insisting on doing that with the sword. I have better tools. Okay, you. There. Thanks. This is almost at the end of the dungeon, isn't it? Just about... Whoa, there's a north exit that's not on the map. And it doesn't show as stairs. Wait, what? Why is there a north exit out of this room that's unmapped? Finding all these map oddities by, like, actually bothering to look at it. Alright, let's pull up all the skulls. Yeah, okay, so this stairway just, like, doesn't show as a stairway, it shows like a normal exit. Weird. Yes, there's not really anything else to do in this room other than to go to the north, I think. There's one skull I haven't pulled up, so let's be thorough. Ah, dang it. Boomerang too fast. Alright, so down. Now I'm on B3. And yeah, there's only a boss room left, right? Yes. Okay. So do those straight ahead stairways just not show as anything? Is this normal? Some of them, like, are spirally. Some of them are straight, and I guess the straight ones just don't show as, with the colored marking, I guess. Alright, so, boss. So, other rude thing about this dungeon, I believe the ice rod is required here for the first time in the game, and you get this right after the East Palace. Right? Because, like, I can't do anything to you without icing you up, I think. And same for that one with the fire rods. You're kind of like the Helmosaur I fought at, Palace of Darkness. Oh, you leave fire on the ground for a while here. Okay, so... just kind of messing around here. This is... takes some effort. The tail swings faster when... oh, I can't menu when that thing's in the process of dying. Icy floor is slippery, by the way. Yeah, so tail swings faster when head's coming out. This is why you need the Medicine of Magic here. It's not for the Samaria, it's for this fight. Yeah, I'm short on magic power. Good thing I have some. Use. And I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use this too. Might as well. Right, so fire rod. Oh, so you do take damage from the fire itself. It's not just the sword with that. And then another phase to the fight. We're not done here. Here's Snake now. A snake and the turtle. Snake is very non-threatening. Oh, he got me though. And I would have died without drinking that potion, so good thing I did. Final heart container. Final crystal. I should talk to the fortune teller some more to see if the clue about the silver arrows was the only thing he had to say. But yeah, I guess he's just going to tell me stuff I've already done at this point. I appreciate your coming so far to rescue me. Hey, she says something different. Also, this is Zelda, by the way. As I thought, you are the legendary hero. I have felt this from the first time we met. Ganon is waiting, inside of his tower, to pass through the gate linking the two worlds. Once Ganon enters the light world, it is unlikely that anyone can stop him. But if he stays in the closed space of this world, you can find him wherever he runs. Now go to the Tower of Ganon. We will use our combined powers to break the barrier. Let's return peace to the country without fail. Do you understand? Right, that's the sound of my map getting marked. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. So yeah, different thing at the start, same thing at the end. Alright, so, I can go ahead and walk over here. So, like, this just naturally goes on to the final dungeon, because it's literally just a couple of screens away over here. Right, I wanted to try Lionel Fire. Reflected by shield. Neat. Well, not reflected, but blocked. And since I'm gonna save and quit here, I'll have to come back through the Turtle Rock portal. Because I think that's the only way to get to this spot. Let's do the thing. Link, we are going to break the barrier of Ganon's tower with our power. The tower with our power. Alright, that was the barrier. And down comes the staircase. There's a little bit of animation going on in the like little gem in the forehead of those pig faces there. So yeah, actual final dungeon there. Kinda. Yeah, basically. One more to do yet. First I want to go somewhere and talk to a teller of fortunes. I wonder if secretly there's like anything I can do at this point in the game that I don't know about. Because like I'd have to go out of my way to leave. You know, the momentum is taking me right into the tower now. I'm not following it, because I'm done for the day. But that is the flow of the game. Go straight from Turtle Rock to Ganon's tower. But like, what's changed? I got all the crystals. Oh, by the way, right. This is the light world. I won't see the new marking that was there. But there presumably was a marking for that. I should see what that looks like. I hope I didn't already miss it by breaking the barrier. You will run into a barrier if you try to enter Ganon's tower. Okay? What else you got to say? So you just refuse to tell another fortune until I leave and come back. Yeah, quality of your fortunes has gone significantly down, I feel like. But at least you're talking about endgame stuff and not just saying, like, get the blacksmith's partner back or something. Silver arrows. Okay. I'll do this until you repeat again. It's probably just those two things. Yeah, so basically only thing of interest I got in there was the mirror shield. Run into a barrier if you try to enter. Yeah, alright. Okay, I guess those are the endgame things you say. Okay, so let me just find a quick way to the Dark World and see what that map icon looked like. And I guess really I want to leave myself in the light world here. It doesn't matter. Either way is fine. Yeah, there we go. There's a skull. So that was what showed up at Hyrule Castle that time when I was confronting Aghanim. Okay. Alright, so, final dungeon next time. I'll see you then.